Ubudumdala welcomes you to yet another vlog. We start our vlog at the garden and then we head over to umgidi. Right after umgidi, I traveled back to Durban and only met problems. Yo, what's up, YouTube? I hope everyone is well.
I'm good.
I'm just removing Okatoro so that I can go inside, take a bath and work. I've done a lot of work in the garden over this weekend, and yeah, I'm loving the progress. And I know Wuti, there are some people who don't feel the same way or who don't appreciate nature the same way that I do. And when I say Wuti, I feel like the garden looks much better, and I just have this sense of Wuti, it can breathe. It breathes much better right now. I don't think a lot of people understand what I'm saying. Oh, they won't get it. It'll be like, Nangu nature boy. Yeah, but yeah, I really love how it looks right now. I really feel like it's not there yet, but yeah, it's so much better from what it looked like before. And yeah, just by looking at it, Mina, I feel some kind of relief, or I just feel like yeah, plants do breathe. I feel like it breathes better right now. Yeah. Bye. Good morning on a cold Saturday morning. Officially headed to umgidi with Nopula. Good morning. It's umgidi. I'm here Kukum already, and yeah, siyasuka ngapha osister kuyamenyezwa ngapha abazalwane. I'm headed over to abazalwane. Uluyen sister. With the way that I was enjoying myself in Eastern Cape, I really didn't want to leave, but Durban was calling. Let's head over there. Hello, Lime. Then we had a stop in Manzimdot. A lot of people really knew that I really missed my car, and it was extremely dirty. This was supposed to be a transition where I come out driving the car, but instead, when I depressed the clutch, it just stayed down there, and we had to bleed it. Since I had a mechanic on site, I decided to ask him to also change the control arms. But 2 days later, he was still having difficulty inserting the new control arm in the car, so I decided to do it myself. So finally, the screw that was giving the mechanic such a hard time is finally in, and it's also showing through on this side, which means it's insecure. Now, I'm not sure. I'm going to start working on that side of the control arm and just get those screws up in there. Yeah, and then it's gonna be this side. Yeah, but so far so good. I'm proud of myself as usual. So it's finally in. This one was the one that was giving the mechanic difficulty. And again, okay, I managed to put this one in, and now I've also put these ones in, and they tight and secure. Now, ball joint. Hey! Dalan Gulil! Dalan Gulil! Izobona kuze uzokhaleza ubone ba kukho into engahambanga kakhe. So yeah, here we are right now. That's a boy joint. I'd say it's snugly on, it's a bit tight on. All those connections for the control arm are on quite snug. Yeah, so now I'm thinking of putting the tire back and giving it a test run. Yeah, what a warm welcome to Durban. Izinkinga zipheli. So after I was done inserting the control arm, I wanted to give it a test drive, only to find that it's not starting now. It seems like while we are trying to fix the clutch, that brake fluid may have leaked onto the starter and messed up something. I'm not sure yet, and currently I'm waiting for the starter to come back, because I called another mechanic who took it out and gave it a test, and it was faulty. So he took it to his workshop and he's currently working on it right now. The thing that I wanted to show was like the frame that is just being destroyed, because this is not where it's supposed to, this thing is supposed to be. It's supposed to be there where the frame is a bit harder. As you can see when you look up here, this lining is standing up straight, but then here it bends because of that. And I think other people are also doing this before. Maybe I use a car, or maybe from a garage, because you can see there are areas where it's bending. Again, it's supposed to be there. The jack is supposed to be there. Whew. Spend a day with me at the office. Hi everyone, it's Uputum Dada, and I realize because I'm always greeting when I want to talk into camera, but there's nothing wrong with that. Sanbon. Njengamanje ngise garage ngisemsebenzini. Ngiphethwe ikhanda, so I came to the garage just to get headache tablets, and because I didn't come with my car, a friend of mine, a colleague, borrowed me a motor or sim scanand, and am I too tall? Why is steering sila? Nomage umganamuza just telling oba short yen. Yeah, but I noticed with every time I'm jiga, and I'm trying not to adjust anything. I didn't even adjust this car. So, because I'm phone with me say buya yena as well adjust the foot back. I'm feeling petrol in. Let me head back to the office and start the little suguge, and then we'll go to V10. It's motivational. I'm parked next to a V10 right now. If it declines, then you can just call me back. It can never. Shit. Yeah, but I go see what kind of friends we are. Hambe you empty. When I return it, you go full. Hello everyone, it's Upudum Dada here. And I am excited to announce that Sisi Foods, the baby is up and running. And yeah, I'm just going to the garage first because my tire was flat on the left hand side. It was kind of low because got the email, and I can actually feel it while I'm driving. So now I'm just going to put some air. Should I fuel up? No, I think I will fuel up some other time, just not now. Yeah, but then don't know if you can tell, I'm extremely happy right now to be back on the road. Yeah, totally happy and excited. People are gonna look at this car like it's a ghost because it's just so dirty. The plan is to get to a car wash right now. That's my main aim, because I've been having a conversation with an unknown person. Whole conversation telling me to wash the car. And at the time, it's like a ghost vehicle. In the corner, so officially the first drive. First drive to the car wash though. Yeah, let's see. It just turned off just now. I don't know what could have been the cause. just want to come to the car wash at Durban. I actually don't know why the car turned off because it just went off. So even now I'm busy trying. Yeah, I can. Imani. Thank you, very kind person. If it turns off while I'm still coming in here, I'm definitely just gonna turn back and go home, because clearly that means the battery is not fully charged. Let me see. Maybe I'm just not used to the idle pants from this car. Now that I'm able to actually yeah, I think Imoto has made me so happy with it's driving to a point where I feel I can actually start recording. Yeah, again, what I wanted to talk about right now is my skin. I'm growing gray hairs like an old man. At the same time, I'm getting pimples like I'm experiencing puberty. I just don't understand what's going on. But yeah, I got a few skincare products so that I could, take care of that. And yeah, even though I want to grow my beard like bigger than this, I don't want a small beard, I want a big one. But now, I first need to take care of my skin. So I'm just going to use those skincare products, and then after that I'll start buying beard growing products. Yeah. Good morning, YouTube. My glasses are in Eastern Cape. Right now I'm in the car, obviously. My bad. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to make mention of right now I'm feeling a bit of an inferiority complex, and I'm just using that word, but I'm not 100% certain that I'm using it in the right place. I'll Google it later, it's fine. But then yeah, like big melo ukuthi ngenza a control arm left, but now I am in a state of fear. I don't know why, because I was able to completely control Amiela right when a mechanic failed to do so. So manje, I don't know where this fear is coming from, and it's real. Like yeah, bonanj, and yeah, one somebody who inspired me to start working on my car is Mambo from Mambo Repairs. Yeah, that dude is really good. And if I were to look for advice from him, I'm sure he'd probably be on some be a man, watch YouTube. And yeah, I think I've watched a lot of tutorials on how to fix the control arm and everything. And honestly, that's why I was able to complete the job when when the mechanic couldn't. So right now I honestly don't know where this fear is coming from. But then yeah, I think it's normal. Like for a long time I wanted to do things myself, and then get out get halfway because I just fear was I ain't good enough. And in Kumbula, even a shock, I wanted to change the shock myself. I only ended up doing stabilizer links. It's one of the first videos that I posted. So I went to this mechanic who helped me with changing the shocks. but then when they did it, I felt like they were just taking too many shortcuts, and I was just in fear for emote, because the way went on our corner, it just wasn't something that I would do, or the way that I would do, or the way that I saw people doing it on the tutorials. I don't know. Just had the longest call. Yeah. Let me get to the start. Guys, like show his cards. Yeah, but anyways, I wanted to get a spanner number 19, WD-40, to lubricate the bolts and nuts and gloves, so that my hands don't become black like the nails, because that just happens. And I do have a pair of gloves like I'm doing, but then I can't use those because they're a bit thick. And they got like cloth, so it's overlaying all. I think Zona, they'll come in handy some other time. Got let me get gone. Let me get gone. Yeah, dude. Hi fam, you've made it to the last bit of this vlog, and I appreciate you for watching and for staying this long. Update on the car is that I managed to insert the control arm. Hi, it's me again. Yeah, now I'm just caught in between. Which one should I start with first? Which I'm about to remove first. Yeah, but one thing that I'm realizing is that I'm finding myself missing an Eastern Cape, and I think the main reason for that is because in Eastern Cape I kind of had this knowing Wuti. I am different, Dad, so people are gonna look at me different. Because here, I have to first start and console myself, get myself to understand Wuti. Because again, mostly fear just gets in the way. Wuti, people are gonna judge me. At Eastern Cape, I know Wuti. People are gonna judge me, and I didn't have a problem with that. So yeah, that's the difficulty I'm experiencing with being here, like being myself. Like people are gonna look at me like my friend just now. He's like, I'm doing big things, and I'm like, how it's just moving one part and I'm inserting a new one, and then he's like, yeah, normal people go to a mechanic for that, and that's true, and that is why I feel like, the way I do things, or the way I enjoy doing things, is kind of different, and it will definitely get people looking at me different. Yeah, but the ball joint, it gave me some issues, so I left the old ball joint in, and I'll just do that next week, because I also want to just relax the weekend. Otherwise, it's alright, it's drivable, but then I don't want to drive it with that ball joint. Like, I wasn't comfortable with the drive IO. That's why I decided to change the control arm and ball joint. I know there may be some people who may be asking themselves or want to find out, why do I do this by myself? Why do I work on the car by myself? And that's a good question. I also have a very good answer for it. It started when I first came back from Johannesburg with the car to Durban. So I was just driving around. The car is quite loud, so we enjoyed pushing it to the limit. And I also think that's why suspension needed to be fixed here and there, like shocks, control arm, stabilizer link, and the works. There's a bridge that we like going underneath, where it will just make a loud sound and there'll be a huge echo. So this one time I'm pressing it, I'm going through that tunnel, and then it just starts making a psh sound, and it sounds good, but for me, I wasn't satisfied, because I was pressing the accelerator, it wasn't accelerating, but then it was making this huge ass sound. Cool guy. And then I just started noticing it dropped. It didn't respond as it did before. So I put it away, and then it got to a point where it just wasn't drivable. And then I also had another car, which was in Johannesburg. And when it wasn't drivable anymore, I took it to a VW Barons Edens Wales. When they did the assessment, they told me that a cam belt was faulty. The price for repairing that would have been, they said 35,000. So I was just like, oh, that's quite a lot of money. So I decided, okay, I'm going to park this car until I come up with that money. And then I went to Johannesburg to fetch my other car, another car that I had. And then I was driving that car, and now so I went to a auto spare shop which was nearby where I stayed at that time. They fixed it, and then I was at home, so they decided to come and drop it in Glen. When they came to drop it in Glen, they saw a Golf, and they just asked about it, and then I told them no, got a cam belt, 35,000. So I was saving up, and I had spent like 4 months driving mode. And they were like, bring it up to us, and we're sure you're gonna save more than what VW is offering you. And I was like, hey, okay, it's cool, go on and check it out. So they tow it to the workshop, and then I stayed home. And then after a while I decided, you know what, let me go up and check on him out. When I drove to a spare shop, I'm seeing my car, it is being driven, and I'm like, it can belt njalo. The repairs for all of that, it only came to like 9,000. Okay, cool. The issue wasn't a cam belt as they had told me VW. The issue was actually one of the boost pipes. It ended up being disconnected, so that's when the car was no longer drivable. But then I was willing to pay that amount. It's not like that was the end of skenywa ama garage or our mechanic, because even these guys, they saw I don't know anything, so they just went with it, and they called their own amount that led up to being about 9,000, and I paid because angas. And I only found out later on, much later on, no man, like this shouldn't have come up to that amount. And kodwa ngangizothini ngangazi. And it happened ukuthi later on there were other things that I needed fixed from the other car as well as this one. And like saying against the research, no, these people were overcharging me, and kambe babize enye into, whereas that had nothing to do with what was wrong with the car. And because now I was getting familiar with these things, like kona iskhathi lana there was a rattling sound with exhaust, and it's really annoying, and I at times felt like the exhaust is just going to drop, like fall on the floor while I'm driving. So I take it to another garage, and they have a look at it, and then they say they're gonna have to mount the exhaust because it's loose and stuff, because they could see what's me. I was just annoyed by this, and I was in a state of panic. Fine. And then they charged me like 300 rand. The guy said he has a person who does the mounting remote, and he'll give him a fair deal. I'm happy with it. It's all remote. And then it so happens ukuthi the sound comes back, and then I don't take it to this guy now. I go to another workshop, and then bless that man. So because his employee wanted to charge me, yabo leyo nto leyo loke bona i-fault engekho. But this guy, the owner of that thing, that workshop, was like, no, what's making a noise is, he just points out the piece of metal that bent and touched the exhaust pipe, and then the exhaust pipe might do me moto and he just moved it with his finger, and then he's like to miss him mode, and the sound was gone, the annoying sound was gone. But then I wasn't fully convinced. I'm just expecting to hear the noise, but it's not there until I got home. And then Bonanje, all of those things that happened, they showed me ukuthi bayadlala ngathi when they see ukuthi asazi lutho, and they take a lot of our money. So I just wanted to have a little bit of knowledge. So I went on YouTube, saw people like Mambo Repairs, and so every now and then, even now was he like this during this week, ezinye izinto, when I had a mechanic over, I would hear in show, and then like ngazi ukuthi ungiqambela amanga lo, and ezinye izinto I tell myself ukuthi I ain't doing that. But that is why I started doing these things on my own, or wanted to start doing these things on my own. I felt like my hair was way too messy and dirty. Even my face, it was full of hair. So I just had a bit of a clean up. I washed my hair. I hate going to the salon with dirty hair. Well, Eastern Cape, I've been doing that because it's way too cold to actually wash my own hair. But then here I was able to do that, gave myself a wash, and trimmed my beard a little, and plaited my hair just to be presentable. Another crazy thing that happened this week, mina on a quest to put on some weight, so I was buying amatulus, and then over here cashier ekhuluma nomunye i-customer, and they're talking about appetito. Cashier mbuzo usafuna lena yabo. So I know it's something I have never seen appetito. I've heard about it on TikTok and stuff, and then I'm like, but I'm hearing you guys talking about the appetito. You have it at the store, and they're like, yes, we do have it. And I'm like, can I get it? And then they're like, who are you buying it for? And I'm like, I want it for myself. I want to put on some weight. They weren't having it. They were like, hey, right, don't you dare put on some weight, and I'm not going to sell this for you. I am telling you, like, hey, and the cashier is a bit old. Athi ngane yami mina ngiwuma wakho, ngiyakutshela ukuthi ngeke ngikudayisele lento lo, futhi angifuni ukuthi uyithenge. And the person who was buying is also like, hayi right kabi, yabona nje sikhathelile amadodana enikhaba and what not. I'm not body shaming anybody, but then she said it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yabona nje, I just left walokhunja wathatha iy'mpahla zami wayifaka uplastic, wathatha i-receipt wayifaka uplastic, wathi mihamba mntanami ungayithengi. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be skinny forever. But that's that. And I just wanted to say thank you for my new subscribers and my current subscribers, old subscribers. I really appreciate you for staying and watching, and the likes as well. Thank you so much for my likes. Please do leave comments. I'd really like to hear from you. Know that you guys are having fun. And still planning for a trip here, say Goli with the boys, Pretoria with the boys. That's coming up month end. And also moving to Johannesburg. That's also in the plans. Look out for that. Look out for that. That's not initial and delay. But then thank you guys and enjoy your day, your evening, your afternoon, your morning. Take care.